So, hi everybody. It's me, Carrie, your Stampin' Up demonstrator from Farmington Hills, Michigan. Some of you know me as MemoryINKers. I was not going to do this video. I was against doing a video of this nature 100% because, disclaimer here, we do not have all the facts, but so many demonstrators are putting out information out there, and while it is what we heard, we also heard nothing is finalized. Nothing is finalized except a couple of things. And I'm also going to talk about the close to my heart situation, because that is, I know we're competitors, but we're not. We're not. We're crafters. And I have a group of friends that are makers, and I call them my frenemies. So I send my love and support to them. But anyway, to the Stampin' Up thing. I have pages of changes from Stampin' Up that are, again, and I'm going to keep repeating this, tentative. Here's what I can tell you 100%. You do need to have a Stampin' Up account. So if you have ever ordered from me on your own through my website, MemoryINKers.com, or gone to StampinUp.com and picked me as your demonstrator, and you've signed in and you have your password, or you have a Paper Pumpkin account and you have a password, you have a Stampin' Up account. One thing I want to say is you want to make sure your accounts are combined under one email. I have a couple of you who sometimes use different emails, or your Paper Pumpkin subscription is, I know for sure one has it in her husband's name, and then she has her own account. You want to get down to one, just one, because what we know is going to happen is, in the future, I will not be able to make changes to your account, and that includes if you have an address change. I will not be able to enter your credit card information. When this goes into effect, another disclaimer, we don't know when this is going into effect. This is all prep. This is all get ready. It's coming. But when is it coming? Well, we don't know. It could come definitely no sooner than fall, October, November, possibly next year. The only thing that they told us was they would make sure that whenever this change happens, it does not disrupt Celebration 2025. So even if they're ready to go in December, they are not going to start this new procedure until, say, March. And I'm throwing out months and dates. We don't have any actual months and dates. So please, please keep that in mind. Okay, the other thing that we know is that hostess benefits are going to go away when this goes into effect. For now, and this is going to look backwards because of the way I'm filming, what you see in the catalog is still going to be in effect until that future date, whatever that future date is. Okay, so nobody panic yet. But the reason for that is they gave us the percentages and stuff, and the reality is more people are ordering on their own than in a group setting, unless you're in like a club. And believe me, we're working on that. We're next month going to be with a lot of demonstrators in Houston. In fact, in 2 weeks from when I'm filming this. So we're going to be doing some brainstorming. How are we going to handle that? How can we still keep our clubs and stuff happy? We're definitely going to make that work. So don't panic. But this is exciting news, honestly, for you, the customer of Stampin' Up, you will receive on any order of $20 or more, 10% credit. Remember Dollar Days where you would get $5 for a $50 order and you'd get coupons and you could use them in the future? Y'all know about that, right? Well, it's similar to that, but they will be in your account. You can't use them on, like if you spend $100 today, and assuming we're in the situation. So you've spent $100, you have $10 of product credit or points or whatever they're going to call that, because I don't think we even have an exact name yet for what that is. But it will not be on that $100 order. It'll be on your next order. And it will be accumulative, so you can save it all up. We don't know how long. There are some people out there who are saying it is a year. Now, in my pile of notes, there is a section that says that right now that's what they're looking at. They're looking at 12 months. It is not concrete. Stampin' Up! Is a global company. So they have to look at, just like in the United States, that would be acceptable, but they have to even playing field. They have to have it the same in New Zealand, in the UK, in Australia. It all has to be the same. And different countries have different rules. So again, that 12 months, that is not in concrete. I don't care what a demonstrator is telling you right now, or your best friend, or, whoever. That is not concrete. What is concrete is you are going to need a Stampin' Up! Login, just like you do for Amazon, for Walmart, for all of those places where you order. And I don't have a Walmart account, but I do have an Amazon Prime. And I know that when I spend X amount, oh, look, I have points I can use on my next order. And it tells me you have, I don't order that much, so it might say you have $2.57. Okay, I use it with Amazon every single time, but I don't have to. I could save those up, but it's always, I can see it. Now, the plan is, and I'm going to say 85% sure, that when Stampin' Up's thing goes into effect, you will get to see what your points are in a similar fashion. They are going to have expiration dates, whatever that length is, and the system, when you use points. So let's say you've been collecting points, okay, and you have $50 in points. You collected them in $2, $5, $10 increments, okay? You can use $5 of that, and the system is going to take your oldest points off of whatever you have. So you don't have to worry about, I'm going to pick, so I got to make sure I pick the right points. That doesn't matter. The other thing that is important, and while I really want you to shop with me and only me, just me, like every other demonstrator would like 100% loyalty, we know that is not reality. That is not how you shop. You're crafters. You go where you go, right? So let's say that you've ordered from me and you've got that email account, blah, blah, blah. And then you go order from, Susie Cusey, another, I didn't want to pick a name anybody knows. So you go over and you order from her. The points all stay with you, and you can use your points with any demonstrator. So you don't have to worry about, oh, I only have, $5 with Carrie, but with Susie Cusey, I have $2.50 and I really wanted to use $7.50. You can use the $7.50. Okay. So those are the things that we have been told are pretty certain. Okay. Anything else you hear about when, the length of the points, how this is going to affect demonstrators, it's still up in the air. There's a lot going on. But the main thing you need to think about now is setting up your account and making sure you're all under one email. That is that's all you need to worry about for now. And also, if you watch this on your TV, your YouTube channel, and you don't have an email, and you don't, you know, you don't want to get into that. There is going to be ways around that where I can order for you and you can pay me via Venmo or PayPal or something. And we can still work that out. Okay. You don't get to accumulate points, but that doesn't mean I can't give you treats. We'll figure it out. It's up here. Okay. Don't watch my flabby arms, but it's up there somewhere. Okay, we're working on that. So that is what we don't know. Okay, so please, nobody panic about this. This is exciting news. I mean, you're going to get points on a $20 order. And for those of you who have ordered $150 orders to get the hostess credit, your points are going to be the same. You're still going to get $15 in credit. That's 10%, right? So you're still good. It's a very, very small number who will be affected because 10% is it. That's the top. Those are the things we know. So, Stampin' Up changes. Now, we were all pretty sad and devastated to hear about Close to My Heart. While I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator, so I don't know all the ins and outs, I do know that Lynette has been ill for quite a long time. And I know that is part of the reasoning behind her retiring, basically. I know that. I can guarantee you that Stampin' Up is in really good shape. Shelly had her daughter, Sarah, who is now our CEO, in line and had system set for when she was ready to step down, which she has. She's kind of around, but she's on our board. But she doesn't run the company anymore. And so we're going to be here for a while. It's been 35 years. We're in our 36th year. We're good. So we'll be here for your paper crafters. But I want to talk to my frenemy makers. We know that Stampin' Up and Close to My Heart are in talks. We got leaders in Stampin' Up got a message from our CEO, Sarah, yesterday to remind us that it is in talks. Nothing has been signed. There is no contract. We don't have anything guaranteed. But they are working on something, whatever that something is, to help the Close to My Heart makers if they would like to transition into becoming Stampin' Up demonstrators, which I hope many of you will, because our companies have always been very similar. I will say Close to My Heart has definitely been more focused on scrapbooking. So Stampin' Up is looking at pulling that into our company. So I'm excited about that. I mean, I hate to say I'm excited because it's just such a sad situation, but if you're going to make anything happy out of it, I'm very happy at the thought of having the makers with us and having some of their product line or ideas for their product lines. I don't know what that looks like. I'm excited about that. So those of you who have Close to My Heart makers, or you are one, please take heart. And remember, you can still buy from them through April. They are going to be getting their commissions. Now, the company isn't closing to the end of June. I don't know what May and June is going to look like. I have no idea. I don't know if that's a wrap up. I don't know. I'm not a legalese, and it isn't my business to know. It's nobody's business but the people in charge of the two companies, and especially Close to My Heart. We all want what's best for Lynette at this point, I think, and of course the makers too, but my heart is really with Lynette because Close to My Heart is older than Stampin' Up. And I know I went to a Close to My Heart party before I became a Stampin' Up demonstrator. I had never heard of Stampin' Up. In fact, the Close to My Heart person told me about Stampin' Up. So, it's been in my heart for decades. So anyway, I'm rambling, I think, but I just want all of you who are close to my heart, makers and customers, to know that we've got you and we welcome you with open arms. No matter what happens with any kind of a contractual thing with Stampin' Up, it doesn't matter. We are all crafters, and our hearts are cut, pasted, and glued together, right? We are together in this, and all of us are thinking of you, and we send our love. So those are the things I really wanted to say. I wanted to clear up any confusion that might be out there about the Stampin' Up changes, about close to my heart as it relates to Stampin' Up, which is we don't know. Okay, please understand that we do not know. In fact, the odds are the close to my heart makers, at least their leaders, will probably know at least a few hours, if not a day, before any of us know, because that's how it should be, right? I mean, that's how it should be. I'm looking at my notes here. I wanted to also tell you that, remember I said something about Paper Pumpkin? It's our understanding, again, understanding that your Paper Pumpkin purchases will reap those rewards. Also, especially if you combine them with other orders. Orders $20 or more. So when that happens, for now, let's not worry about anything except making sure that you have a Stampin' Up login. Okay. This is the way of the world. A lot of it is, a lot of these changes, and I know I'm rambling now, like I've flipped back to Stampin' Up. The changes are due to the way the world is right now. Your information needs to be protected. And while I know I'm honest with your information, and I'd like to think every Stampin' Up demonstrator and close to my heart maker is very honest with your credit card information, that doesn't mean it can't get hacked, right? And although Stampin' Up hasn't really had a big hacking issue, you know they're out there in the world. And so it is to protect you, and that's why they're doing this. And I'm sure there's some compliance things going on now because they're cracking down on that. The government is, and yay that they're doing that, right? Yay. So I think I'm rambling, you guys. I think I'm rambling. Like I said, this is not a video I had ever intended to make because there's too much still up in the air. Too much. So think about what I said. If you have questions, please ask. I'll answer what I can. I'm not keeping secrets from you at all. At all. I'm just telling you that I'm not going to tell you anything that I don't know is a fact. Okay? Until I hear it and I get another document from Stampin' Up, I'm not going to speculate because that doesn't do anybody any good. So we are going to be, my friends and I are going to be gathering about how to handle our clubs and our classes so that we don't skip a beat with this new catalog, which comes out in May, which I get to see in a couple weeks. I'm so excited. So don't worry. All right. The regular hostess system program is in place now. So don't go looking for your 10% now, only if you've got a $150 order or more. Okay. So don't say to me, Carrie, where's my points? You don't have any yet. Okay. But again, we know very little and I know less. So hang in there. It's all good. I'm personally excited. I wasn't at first. I'm going to tell you, my first thought was, well, that's it. You know, no. Then we had meetings and information and I went, this could be really good for my customers. And it is going to be good for me. Less worry, more less concerned about telling you you have to get this to do that. $20 order. I mean, that's like nothing. So you guys know that's a stamp set. That's not even 2 packs of designer series paper. So we're all good, right? Again, I'm rambling. I'll have to rewatch this and see if I'm even going to send it out. But I probably will, because if I do this again, I'm just going to ramble anyway. But anyway, those are the very, very few facts that I told you were facts that we know. Everything else is a guesstimate, and I'm not going there. So just know that we're here. We're excited. It's going to be cool. I can't wait to see the new catalog. I'm not going to be mailing out as many as I used to. So I need you to tell me, if you have ordered from me in the past, please tell me you want a catalog. Or if you know that your maker may be leaving completely, maybe some of them have already made that decision, and you want a catalog from me, let me know. Makers are waiting, so don't jump ship on your favorite person too soon. So know that, again, I am here, Carrie Beglow, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for over 23 years. I'm in Farmington Hills, Michigan, and I appreciate you listening to me ramble, and I hope this made some sense. If not, please ask questions, and know that I'm thinking of you. Bye.